and welcome to the top 10 mini bike accessory countdown. Let's start this out with number 10 on the list. Number 10 on our top 10 countdown is going to be storage. So a lot of people have been using ammo cans and attaching them to the sides of their mini bikes, as well as getting a rear rack system. Now, some of the mini bikes out there come with a rear rack system, some of them don't, and there's a Coleman mini bike rear rack that fits onto a lot of the different mini bikes out there. It has gained in popularity so much that Coleman has actually started manufacturing the racks specifically for their BT, their EX, and their U models. Number 9 on our list isn't just going to be the handle grips themselves, but the entire handlebar and a taper pad. A lot of people use like a Pro Taper pad and different handlebars because some of the stock handlebars only come up in a U shape. They don't necessarily come back, or they don't have a place for a pad. Number 8 on our countdown is going to be an LED light, and it's not just the LED light that people are wanting to put more and more on, but it's going to be a charging system or regulator. You don't need a battery, you don't need the charging system. You can run a regulator right off of the engine and charging coil. Something else that is becoming more and more popular is actually taking a $20 cheapo drill like this, cutting off the handle, taking those two wires, putting them up to a LED light, taking the battery and the charging system then, and having something that's very quick, convenient, easy to charge on your mini bike. Presto changeo, all of a sudden you've got LED lights on your mini bike. Number 7 on our list has to do with this bad boy right here. You don't know what this is, you may be living in a cave, but that's okay. I still like you. Thanks for checking out Me Going Fast YouTube channel. This is a cellular phone. Believe it or not, people like to take these out riding with them. There are cell phone apps coming out that connect to GPS, such as Speedometer for Android, and there's some great ones for Apple as well, to let you test the speed that you're going on your mini bike. How fast are you going? What is my top speed? And it also tells you how long you've been out there, your trip distance, other things. It's been great. Number 6 on our list is going to be a toolkit. Now you can put the toolkit in your storage container if you have that on, or you can zip tie it onto the mini bike itself. Popular toolkits these days could be coming with a spare clutch, a spare belt, some wrenches, a pair of pliers, a master link, an extra master link, some Loctite, some JB Weld, or some nuts or bolts. Now a toolkit is going to be helpful if you're going for those longer rides and you want to make sure that you're not SOL if you break down. Number 5 on our list is going to be a thumb throttle. Now thumb throttle is gaining popularity for a couple different reasons. As mini bikes rise in popularity, takes off, a lot of people who have never ridden anything before are getting on a mini bike, and the thumb throttle is great for controlling your speed without a lot of variance. If you're going over a lot of bumps and you want to keep a steady speed, that twist throttle may not necessarily be your best option. If you're doing something like drag racing, a lot of drag mini bikes are using thumb throttles these days. A lot of mini bikes for starters, for kids, you can upgrade to a thumb throttle so that the mini bike doesn't accidentally drag them if they go over a jump. Now, if you're going to be doing a longer ride with your mini bike, I'm still going to suggest that you take the twist throttle because it's going to be a lot more comfortable over time. Number 4 on our list is going to be a set of tires. A nice set of tires is going to help you get the grip and the satisfaction you need of taking those good turns, those good corners, or just making sure that you don't slide out while you're riding around on a trail. This is a Sun F Power 2 tire, and this is actually meant for UTVs. It is a studded tire, so it has very sharp points on it right now. I use this for mini bike riding on lakes in winter and snow, and a nice set of tires is going to keep you where you should be, on top of the mini bike instead of on the ground. Number 3 on our list is going to be an intake kit, not just a high flow adapter, but the actual extension to put it onto your carburetor. A filter like this is going to give you a little bit better CFM than something like this, and some engines, believe it or not, only give you a little foam pad, so really opening up that intake and giving you a good flow through it, as well as protecting through dust, grime, and whatever else may be coming through it, is popular on the mini bike. Number 2 on our list as we wrap things up here, don't forget your header wrap when you bring out the header. Now this header right here has a silicone protection sleeve on it and a 1-inch adapted RLV muffler. So this is a small hole muffler. You can get other types of mufflers if you're worried about making it too loud. Some people like their neighbors. But if you're out there just to rip and be loud, you don't necessarily need a muffler. That one right there may help with your torque curve. There are a few different options for you. Don't forget the header wrap or silicone sleeve, or a combination of the two. make sure that you're not ending up with a new burn. Before our countdown concludes, the #1 mini bike accessory that has been talked about for years, and no, it is not a turbo, because not too many people are actually putting turbos on their mini bikes. Before we get into the #1 on our countdown here, let's take a look at some honorable mentions. The first thing is the suspension system. I have here installed a front suspension on an RB100 mini bike. Yeah, I've got suspension systems on a bunch of other mini bikes over here. I really do like that it takes some absorption from the handlebars. The next honorable mention is pretty much every single mini bike engine part that you can have. A lot of people do customizations with their mini bikes. Not too many go past a header and intakes and springs. What I have here is a high compression head. A high compression head is becoming more and more popular than just a stock head, but the stock head is becoming more and more popular when people do port work. Now, if you're looking to get a new head, but what you can do is purchase a pre-ported head to actually get your hands on one and see it visually and say, okay, this is what people are trying to do. Because it can be very complicated as people do work on their engines and people want to learn how to do it more. But you don't have an instructor to teach you how to do it, like hands-on instructor, and you don't get to see the head up close and personal. You can go online and get a pre-ported head shipped out to you. You take a look at that and see what the difference is and start porting your own heads, getting a lot of performance out of them. #1, for a lot of mini bike connoisseurs, possibly such as yourself, you already knew that the torque converter was going to be the #1 thing on our countdown today. Also known as a tab or torque converter, also known as a CVT or continuously variable transmission. What it does is something a little bit different from a clutch. Now, a racing clutch like this for a 3/4 inch shaft may cost you $300 to $400 or more, and it's a great addition if you're banking up a lot of power. But if you want to keep good high end and good low end, a lot of people are getting one of these guys here, which is a torque converter. Now, the torque converter starts with the belt really large on one side and very small on the other. So what it's like is you have a small sprocket in the front and a large sprocket in the rear. As it opens up and it goes faster, what's going to happen is this belt is going to come larger on the front and smaller on the rear, making it almost as though you're continuously varying your sprocket sizes and getting the most out of your mini bike. Now, if you want to check out more of what a torque converter can do for your mini bike, if you're on a jack shaft system or a straight chain right now, go ahead and check out one of my recent videos about how to double your speed. That's going to be working out for quite a few different mini bikes. There are some tips and tricks in there for different models. If you're looking for any of the accessories in this video, go ahead and check out the links in the description below. I'm also going to try and improve megoingfast.com so people can just go there as a resource, click on some links, find the parts that they need, their accessories that they need, or get the information they need. megoingfast.com. I am on Facebook, Small Engine Motorsports Facebook group. I'm also on Twitter at megoingfast007. And I'm here at YouTube, making out new videos, trying to get out one every single week. Feel free to subscribe, check out the other videos that I have in line, whether it's a go-kart or mini bike or ATV or motorcycle, whatever it may be. Hopefully I can catch your interest with something. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments below. If you feel like I missed anything here today, throw them down in the comments below. I love hearing your feedback. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you have a great day.